Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. In summary, good day, depending on what part of the globe you're sitting in. But the most important thing is that we are here to unpack another match day 15 build up for La Liga fixtures. And on today's recording with me, I have Franklin and Chika on another edition of the Football Exponential Show. Do you want to say hi to our amazing subscribers and viewers?
Good everybody. Happy for you to join us on another episode, and hope you enjoy it.
All right,
Good,
perfect.
good day, everybody. Just smash that like button, follow, subscribe, and then drop your comments.
Perfect. So let's get right into it. This is going to be a very short, sweet, and value-packed edition for everyone. So as you guys already know, Barcelona currently temporarily sits top of the table, depending on the outcome of the game between the Girona and Real Madrid in Barcelona, obviously not in Camp Nou. So the outcome of that result would impact how the table standing ends for match day 14, as that's the last fixture of La Liga match day 14 edition. But moving on into match day 15, there's some interesting game. In fact, as a matter of fact, this is the same four teams that will be competing for the Spanish Super Cup that will happen sometime this season. And the fixtures might be different. Who's playing who might be a bit different compared to La Liga, but it's the same four quote and unquote giants of Spanish football in the last couple of seasons.
Are
But
they
to,
are they four giants of Spanish football or two?
uh, apparently there are four giants of Spanish
Oh,
football,
okay.
given the Super Copa format after the new edition. Four teams have to compete for it. One winner as always. But since then, Atletico Bilbao has made it more of an occasion to try to be among those four teams. And they've done fairly well for themselves. Hence, they might be able to get on that. And if you also look at it further down the path, this is also Atletico Bilbao's credentials. Those will tell you that they've had the second most successful reign to the Spanish Super Copa, and that puts them on that table. But back to what happens in match day 15. Barcelona hosts the Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Bilbao hosts Real Madrid in match day 15, amongst other very interesting mouth-watering fixtures. But we want to kind of focus on these two, just given the pedigree of the four teams. I'll start off with the Atletico Bilbao to Real Madrid game. Frank, what are your expectations from that fixture?
Um, I think first of all depends on which Madrid turns up. Is it the Real Madrid that want to want to play like a team in today's framework where they press, they work as a team, they work as a collective, they listen to tactical instructions from the coach, or is it the Real Madrid that is everybody does what they want to do. Nobody runs for the team. They concede goals and they blame everybody at the end of the day. So depends on if they get the latter, I think they'll draw points. But if they get a team, a good unit, I think they can beat Bilbao easily. All depends on which Madrid turns up.
Well, perfect. I agree with you. Keeping in mind that that is going on in Samems, not a very easy
Yeah, it's a
stadium to
tough
go
place.
to. Chika, what do you expect from that fixture?
I think it might. I think that Athletic Bilbao might record an upset because this is coming off after this week. It's not like they have 1 week to prepare. They have some few days to prepare, and this is happening in Bilbao Stadium. I think San Memes or something.
Yeah,
Yes,
Samems.
So
Samem.
against Madrid, Athletic Bilbao is likely to be more defensive. They are eighth in the table. They've recorded 2 wins in 5 games. They've been disappointed in the Champions League. Like they've been out of it. They are 27th in the Champions League. I don't. They are not even in the qualifying position. But they
No.
have the kind of players that can. This Madrid team is inconsistent. So if you are looking for any team that can cause trouble for Madrid, I think Atletico is that team. So I think it might end in a draw.
Draw. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so an interesting thing is that the last couple of fixtures for Real Madrid has been away from home. If we look at it, they played away from home this weekend to Girona. They played away from home in the game against Elche, and even prior to the game against Elche, I think it was who did they play before Elche?
Yeah, the draw. I think the goalless draw they had before the
Yeah, the
international break.
goalers. Yeah, so that was I think it was
Rayo, I think
Rayo
Rayo.
Vallecano.
Yeah,
So
Rayo.
they've had a couple of interesting away from home trips recently in La Liga. It's starting to catch on, right? So another I think this might be the final one in that thing of away games in La Liga in with the visits to Sam Ems. And these are the kind of games Ernesto Valverde feeds off for some reasons. He knows how to smell the rat, he knows how to go after them. But I kind of want us to talk through the expectation for the starting lineup, especially for the Real Madrid team. Who do you think um should be starting for Xavi Alonso's team, especially knowing how short the recovery time is, and especially knowing the dynamics right now with all the big Real Madrid players fully fit and no excuse to be dropped. So who do you think will make that starting 11 and how would you position them?
Um, I think okay. I think first of all we start with the back. I'm not
Mhm,
quite sure of the fitness of their centre backs, Militao and Huijsen. I think Huijsen has been carrying an injury, and Militao returned from the Brazilian national team with an injury as well. So I don't know
mhm.
how fit they are, but I think with Madrid, when it comes to that level, the big discussion is in the attack. How do you get top players and a not so good player like Rodrigo into the team? And it's
I'm sorry, I just couldn't hold that in. I'm sorry,
no, it's fact.
guys,
No,
but
it's fact. It's fact. Like
you're talking about Brazil current number 10 as a not so good player.
Number 10 in number of position. What do you mean by number 10? Is he not?
I mean, look at the heritage. He's wearing the same
He hasn't
jersey
scored
as
a goal this
Pele.
season. Has he scored a goal this season yet?
I don't think.
he hasn't scored a goal in 30 games.
For a
and
striker.
I'm probably not even assist in that period as well. But
Like
but
again, but no, but I think with Madrid is the big fishes. It's Mbappe, Vinicius, and Jude. And I still feel I love Jude Bellingham as a player, but I still feel Madrid are a better team with Adegola in that number 10 position. I don't think
uh,
it's I don't think it's coincidental whenever Goulet plays in that number 10, Mbappe tends to get more chances and score more goals. So I think that's first. And obviously I'll go Vinny obviously on the left, Mbappe through the middle, but Jude and I don't know if Chomeni is, but I think Chomeni is still out. But it's going to be Jude and Camavinga or Chomeni. The right wing can just be for a bit of balance. I'll leave Valverde there. Valverde plays on the right for a bit more balance on that side because that's where Nico Williams is going to obviously attack, and we all know Trent is not the strongest of defenders. But I think if they can get those guys, if Goulet can service Mbappe, I think Mbappe is again it's been.
So you start Jude on the bench.
No, I'll start Jude in midfield. Like I'll start him behind Goulet,
Okay.
so
But
and he has
assuming they play four 2
4-2-3-1.
3-1. So you're
Yeah,
saying you have Jude and who's pairing with Jude in the
Jude,
double in the pivot?
Jude and Rolle. That's any of the French midfield players.
Yeah, let's just say Jude and Camavinga because I'm not sure Tremaine
Any
is
of
really
them.
back. And then you want to play Guler in the 10 position.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I think
And
Goulet has to. I think Goulet has to play in that number 10 position.
okay,
I think he's shown. I think he's shown enough to be the main creative force in that team, and you need to give him the keys. Jude
yeah,
does a lot of Jude
no
does a lot
shout
of
out.
nice things.
Shout out to Goulet. I think he has assisted Mbappe the most this season, probably maybe
Yeah,
7 assists or something.
yeah.
Literally all his
It's
assists has been to Mbappe this season. So that tells you something about the chemistry.
yeah.
But assuming we have Goulet in the 10 position and we play Vinicius, the other Brazilian on the left wing. Who plays the right wing? Because undisputedly
Valverde.
Mbappe starts off now. Okay, perfect.
For,
So if
just
Valverde
no,
is
no,
playing.
because I think with Madrid you also have to get. I think that's where Alonso is struggling to connect with these guys. Where sometimes some of his decisions it might not be
Mhm.
popular to the players, but he's trying to get the best the best team out there, the best team with balance, with the right players in the right positions. And again, sometimes it means some guys might have to be on the bench every now and then. They might not like it, but again, I don't understand the egos at Real Madrid. I don't. I'm really with all the stories that have come out in the last week or two. I'm
sure,
really
and who
I'm
is leaking the stories? Like I struggle to understand.
I'm really disappointed with those guys. Like all like because you think that having seen Barcelona wash them in different competitions last season, wash them in Spain, watch them in was it Qatar or in Saudi, come
Yeah.
back to Spain,
Wherever they went, they were washed. They were
watch them
washed
again,
and properly laundried.
watch them again in different stadiums in Spain, across another stadium again. I would think that maybe these guys will sit up and decide to play as a collective, not as a group of individuals. And that is because like the reports I'm reading about Alonso, I can't get my head around it. I don't know who these guys want. Do they want a father figure? Or do they want a coach? Do they want to win? These are top players that are well paid, and also feel like. But there's also the Mbappe situation around it where we saw at PSG when the whole Messi Neymar the situation was going on. There was a bit of tension behind those guys, and I think he's gone to Madrid now. I believe that, be it consciously or be it that agents, that people, they are pushing that tension between the club, some players in the team, the president, the coach. It's like because again you think, because I think they have the chance, they have the capacity to win this La Liga title easily, in my opinion. They just need to lock in. Like that's not a good Barcelona team, and I can tell we played them this weekend. That's not a good Barcelona. That's not a good Barcelona team. Like if Madrid locks in, gets a good run of games, they can blow out the league title ball. They rather pick petty beefs. They rather discuss about not having their friends come to the training ground. Like that is a prerequisite for a top football player these days. Like it's crazy to me.
I do agree with you, and just to even add to that, right?
Which part?
On the
No, just no. Which part?
so
About Barcelona.
Barca is not a big team.
No, so I'll tell you for free. Barcelona would continue to be a big team. They're in a bad moment right now,
In
which
Spain,
is March.
in Spain, of course. There are two big teams in Spain.
Barcelona will continue to be a big team. Barcelona will continue to remain an emblem of football, whether or not you agree to that. But what I want to say to the statement when I said I agree with you is the fact that with Madrid, we are trying as hard as we can to keep the conversation on the field, what's happening, the formation, but you can't help it. We can't help ourselves. With Madrid, you are always drawn to speculation, gesticulations, what would have happened, what would have happened. I saw a couple of clips with Vinicius and Alonso hugging each other after the Olympiacos victory. All those kind of things being
Fake.
plastered everywhere. Florentino Perez having his conversations about the Agra case. There are always going to be things when you come to Real Madrid, but when it matters, when it matters, I don't consider this as a decisive game to the season regardless, but this is for both Barca and Real Madrid. This week is a week that tells how the direction of the rest of the season could go, especially
Yeah.
knowing that other competitions will start to take meaningful shape. For example, the Copa del Rey is scheduled to kick off sometime in December as well. There'll be games now, like there'll be the closer end to the league phase of the Champions League this December as well, leading into January, and 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 again, I think the Super Copa is also scheduled to happen. I think maybe in January as well. So they're starting to get into the business end of the season. Well, not the business end, but the defining side of the season where the table starts to take meaningful shape, pressure starts to pile on people who are not performing. And my suggestion or my question in this fixture is: do you think Real Madrid have enough right now to say we want to be the winners of the Spanish La Liga when it comes May? And can they start setting that tone right now?
I want to say yes, but I think I think there's too much distractions from the actual football on the pitch that could hamper them long term. I think there's still, because every time you have a not so good performance or a bad result, all the leaks start coming out, all the statements, all the videos of who's offended who. Is like a telenovela in behind the scenes at Real Madrid, and it's and sometimes you watch them on the pitch, you see it like this is not a team that's trying to, like, even at least I have my criticisms of Barcelona, but whenever you watch Barcelona at their best, you can see this is a team. This is a team that you see what Rafinha brings to that team on and off the ball. You see Pedri when he's not turning around, he's trying to create chances. You see Yamal when he's not hiding in Cucurella's pockets, he's doing nice stuff. But with Madrid, I don't really see it. So
It's so
it's
funny.
tough.
it's so funny with Madrid because you would think that before the appointment of Alonso, all these have been settled. You would think that before the appointment of Alonso, they've made it clear that they are going with the coach. What baffles me is not that Alonso came into the club and said, "You are not playing. This person is not playing." Enzo Maresca came into Chelsea before the opening game of the season. He said Raheem Sterling wasn't his future plans. Ben Chilwell wasn't his future plan. He made that clear. Alonso didn't make that clear when he came to Barcelona, to Real Madrid. He gave everybody a chance. And when they are talking about, they said Vinny Jr. wasn't starting, he started only. I'm like, I don't even go into, no matter how good Kopama is, I don't think I've ever, maybe Chelsea's not as big as Barcelona, as Real Madrid, don't get me wrong. But I don't think since I started watching football, I've ever thought about this person is not starting today's game. This person is, they have 23 players and the coach decides. If there are 9 games and you didn't start 2 and you started 7, why are you complaining for the 7? So I'm also suspecting that the owner or the president hasn't made it clear that the coach decides. And that is why you still have players thinking that they can use their power or their influence to influence things. It's not, when you look at the report, it's not that they're saying Alonso disgraced this person, or it's just things that is, what is the definition of respect? Is your definition of respect saying that you have to run for the ball? Is your definition of respect saying if you lose the ball, you have to get so what is really the problem? The problem is you don't want to work hard, or is the problem that Mbappe is the face of the club and you feel, but it's not even the coach that made Mbappe the face of the club, it is the owner. And if you feel Mbappe shouldn't be the face, I think you should work hard. I think you should convince us that you are better. But you are not. I'm talking about Vinny.
Yeah, I agree.
So it doesn't. They're not talking about what the tactical problems or tactical struggles Mbappe has struggled with. They're just talking about things that are not relevant. And if this continues, I don't think they are going far in any competition. I don't think so.
Well, there is Vinny, and then there is Jude, who also thinks he's the poster boy of Real Madrid.
No, but Jude, but also like if you see Madrid, I think Jude runs as hard and as far as any other player in that team. And because I think I think he's trying to be the bridge between the Valverdes and Courtois and the Viniciuses and the Mbappe, where I'm a superstar in the club, but I still will do what the team needs. But with and again, I think sometimes it hurts to see when it happens. But now there's a bigger fish. There's a bigger fish in the pond. Mbappe, I don't think Madrid need to move on from Mbappe. Sorry, they need to move on from Vinicius. I think he's like, give him a handshake. Thank you. He serves the club well. I think, in my opinion, he's lasted a lot longer than people believed he would at that top level, winning big stuff with Madrid. He's had a fantastic Real Madrid career. Like, you can easily go Saudi, go MLS. But this is Mbappe's team. Whether he loves it or hates it, it's Mbappe's team.
Go Premier League. Go Man City, go Chelsea. They could use a player.
I don't want him in Chelsea.
I don't want that headache in Chelsea. I'm sorry.
Oh really? I thought. Well.
No. And again, and I think just to touch, like, because again, I think Chika mentioned Chelsea. I think, like, with the head coach at Chelsea, I don't think Maresca makes any decision regarding personnel without the blessing from the guys up top. And with Madrid, I don't take Rodrigo for example. Like this, I think this coach has made it clear he doesn't rate Rodrigo. I don't rate Rodrigo. Nobody rates Rodrigo, but Rodrigo is still there. Rodrigo is still there, throwing his arms around whenever he gets on the pitch, not scoring goals. Like, again, it's not. I think Perez needs to calm down hard on this Galactico mentality. He needs to break it. Like, you know what, this is Mbappe's team. If it means you getting rid of all the Brazilians, including Hendrick, and just get rid of all of them.
Oh, there goes another player, Hendrick. I forgot about him. Absolutely. And that is the Real Madrid number 9. Interesting.
Yeah, well, like when it comes to football, it's very forgettable. Like it's not working out. It's not working out for him. I don't think Madrid is not his level. Like, same as Rodrigo, this is not his level. Madrid, they can go get. I think Hendrick needs to go back to Brazil. I don't think he's ready for this European lifestyle and European football. He needs to go back to Brazil. It's not good enough. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Maybe we zip it up on that and end the Atletico versus Real Madrid game. I want to know what your prediction is. Who do you think will win the game? What's your score line? And if you have any
Real
any
Madrid,
any goal scorer.
Real Madrid 3-0 Mbappe hat trick.
Perfect. Chika,
Real Madrid 2, Atletico 1.
What's your
Athletic Bilbao 1.
what's your predicted score line? It
That's
will
I'm saying
shock. No,
Real Madrid
no.
2.
Yeah, Kingsley. I'll be shocked if you predicted Madrid win. Or are you going to do reverse psychology? You predicted Madrid win, hoping they then don't win.
my prediction has been more accurate than not on this channel. You can fact check me. I don't really flop my lines there. But I see this as a
Except the Champions League semi-final last year. So.
yeah. Well, that was marginal.
Well,
That was marginal. But again, my prediction is Atletico Madrid to Real Madrid
let's go
2.
Bilbao. Let's go Bilbao.
Sorry, Atletico Bilbao to Real Madrid 2.
You're jumping ahead to the other big giant of Spanish
Yes.
football.
Exactly. So I think it's a 2-2 draw in some ends. I
Yeah.
expect the William brothers to come alive in that fixture. But I don't think either of them will score. I think Sanchez might be in a better position to do that. But it's interesting. Well, I think that game is going to end in a draw. So moving on to another set of interesting fixture. Barcelona hosting Atletico Madrid. Obviously, the smile on my face means I'm excited for that. But I'll keep my excitement for towards the end of this episode, and I kind of want to hear you guys thoughts on this fixture. What do you think, Barcelona to Atletico? Hosting Atletico. By the way, that game is on Tuesday. And I want to know, Frank, what was start with your predicted lineup, and
Okay.
let's see if you expect changes.
Well, having seen Barcelona up close and personal this past week in the Champions League, I think some of my criticisms of this Barcelona team laid bare on the night, and I still feel those criticisms might still hold this team back, and that's their defensive capacity, and especially the off the ball. Anything they do off the ball is just not good enough. Like I know they play fantastic football when everybody's fit. Yamal has been a bit. How you describe Yamal's season so far? Will you say good or average or okay? I think it's okay rather than good.
Honestly, I don't think he's having a bad season. Especially because last season a lot of people were like, "Oh, talk about Yamal's number," and and then this season you look at it, his numbers are pretty good. I think he has about 5 La Liga goals as we speak. He's the top. He's the top of the chart for the assist. I think maybe 7.
Okay.
In La Liga. So those are not ridiculous numbers when you consider there's just 14 games and he has missed a
We've missed
decent
quite
number as
a
well.
few of them. Yeah.
And some of them he has just had cameo
Appearance.
performances, but
Yeah.
appearances. But the reality is that even in the game like Chelsea where people
It
went
was locked up.
rampage, where people went
Fuck,
rampage.
don't let me out.
If you go in and check the statistics, if you go in and by the way, I'm not one of those. I'm not
Statistics.
one of those. I am not one. Again, I'm putting it very out there so that you guys can quote me whenever necessary. I am not one of those that believe statistics fully explain the
But
performance
yes,
on the pitch.
but yes, you're about to
So,
quote a statistic.
but I'm giving you an example. Like for those who rely on it, if you check on the statistics, he's not far off from what he was last season. But the reason why I hold back in saying he's having an amazing season is because I still feel the Pobalia injury that he's been nursing from the start of the season is not gone, and that in itself affects the way
and Chica
he plays.
Chica, how did he get that injury again?
Oh, I didn't know Chika was a medical practitioner. Please enlighten me.
You want to hear word from you want to hear word from the street, or you want to hear directly from the source?
Okay.
I didn't know that I've been graced with the presence of a medical practitioner, especially
Go
in
to his
sports
Instagram.
medicine.
You will understand better how he got the injury.
But Anyhow, Yamal struggling with that groin pubalia injury, whatever you call it,
Sports
and
tenure, yeah.
and that in itself affects the way he would like to assert himself in games. An example would be
Yeah.
his acceleration, his predictability, because now people see that there's some sort of dependency to always bring the ball to his preferred foot, and that in itself consequentially affects how he plays. But speaking of Yamal, I am one of those craving to see Hansi Flick put him in a different position. I feel like
Oh,
right now it's
really?
becoming way too predictable for other opponents to know that Yamal would always be on the right wing side of the pitch and would always hug it there, and then they'd easily assign two, three players. Even though at the end of the day, all you need to do as a left back is make sure Yamal doesn't score or assist against you, and you're going away with the man of the match trophy. That's what happens all the time.
And your team,
So
or your team also wins by 3 goals to 0.
so so
See,
so
no, no,
so
no, no, see, no, no, no,
that,
see, no, no, see, no, see. If we're shooting, I can go all day.
yeah, I'm just telling you the recent criteria as it is now. If for whoever is looking to get into sport, playing it at European level, as a football right back
L-
these days,
Lock, lock down
sorry,
Yamal, and your
as a
team
football,
wins. You're getting man of the
if
match.
if you're a
Yes.
football left back right now, just try to not lose against Barcelona with Yamal on the pitch, and you pretty much would have the man of the match. Now, moving on from that and talking about my anticipation of Hansi Flick trying to be a little more tactically flexible, especially with Fermin Lopez out injured and
Hmm.
not knowing when he'll be back officially. That leaves us to Daniel playing as the CAM. I would like to see Yamal play as a CAM in some games, and give Rudy Badji some chance to operate as the right
But how about no?
winger.
So no, but how about you? And I know it might not be. What about if you put Rashford on the left and Rafinha goes on the right and Yamal through the middle?
Yeah, we're saying the same things. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean through
Okay.
the middle as a forward,
No,
as
no,
a
through the
center
middle
forward?
as
Oh,
no.
okay,
I think
okay.
no, through the
No,
middle
no, no.
as a number 10. No, not center
Yeah,
forward. I
as a
think
number
about
10, yes, but not as a central forward. I don't think Yamal has that finishing instinct at that high level to be the number nine. But as definitely as a
it,
center,
I
as a
think it does
CAM,
though.
no, no. If you watch the game against
Chelsea.
Deportivo Alaves. No, the
Okay,
game
okay.
this weekend against Deportivo Alaves. He sometimes, I think it's part of the maturing that needs to happen. Sometimes he
Yeah.
complicates his chances. He like just another player who probably don't believe they have the same skill set will just to poke the ball and it's a goal. But Yamal tries to round the keeper, makes the angle a bit tighter, hits the post, and that was a chance gone. But again, it's something that he can improve on. But I believe he has the creativity, the vision, and the ability to make quick decisions. I think Yamal's biggest asset is still his decision making. Yamal would have way better numbers if Ferran was burying chances, or if Lewandowski is as fit as he usually would have been, and to be more consistent on the pitch. But all of those things lacking, I still want to see Yamal play as a CAM and even have Daniel Mo play as a makeshift number nine if need be, or even have Femi Lopez play as a center forward if need be. But I want to see those kind of tactical flexibility. Obviously not against Atletico Madrid. I think Atletico Madrid you have to go with what works better for you. I do agree with you that we didn't see the best version of Barcelona against Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. But a home in Camp Nou is a fortress. It's something different. With Rafinha coming back, you can tell the difference against Deportivo Alaves. You can see the contribution to the play, the press, the attack,
Yeah.
the rallying of his teammates to come alive. And even when he's alive in those dangerous, when he's in those dangerous positions, how himself comes alive. So that is something to add. Pedri coming back into the game, with that, I think 20-30 minutes spare against Atletico Deportivo Alaves is something that Barcelona fans would also love to see, continuity amongst the players. But the biggest question, again, like you pointed out, still remains in the back line. And I know that Chica has his own reservation against Hansi Flick's backline. Everybody does, but I also want to know, what do you think? I will tell you guys the people that have made it to the roster this week. I bet that we don't hear any news
Does it matter though?
before.
No, no,
It
no,
it
like
it, it,
no,
it
no,
does.
because again, like I think does it matter the personnel because Barca will
No,
still
it does.
defend the way they defend and they'll
No,
concede the
it
goals they'll
does.
concede.
It does matter on the personnel a little bit because
Okay, Arroyo,
some
Arroyo, Arroyo, Arroyo.
defenders are flat out more intelligent than the others. I do not want to bash any player more than I've already done.
Football wise, I get what you're saying.
Can you enlighten us on who exactly you're talking about?
Well,
No. Can you name the players available to play apart from
yes,
Arroyo and
yes.
Christensen? Who else do you
So there's
have?
Arroyo,
Eric
there's
Garcia.
Christensen, there is Eric Garcia, there is Kubasi, there is Gerard Martin, right? So
Lord,
those are
Lord, Lord, Lord.
those are and funny enough, yeah, spoiler alert, funny enough, I know he hasn't played against really top opponents, but I think Gerard Martin is doing quite a decent job playing as a centre back lately. He's been solid. He's
Solid.
keeping it very simple. Yeah. Jared Martin has been solid. He's been keeping it very simple. He's
No,
not
he's a left
complicating
back.
things.
Is a
He's
left.
a
Is a
left
left
back,
back.
but he's a
But he
left back,
brings.
but we've been playing him in center
But I
back
think
and with the ball on his feet too, he's equally good. He's a
no.
good
But
distributor. He's a natural left footer when he plays
yeah,
on the
yeah,
center back on the left side of the center back position.
yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't give him the nudge to start against a dynamic attacking threat in
Alvarez
Griezmann
and
and Alvarez,
yeah.
but I
And
think
Solot. And Solot.
and Solot, yeah, but I say given the players available on the pitch
So you
for the
go with.
roster,
So who are the two centre backs you go with
I'll go
uh,
with
this
Garcia
midweek?
and the safe guys. Garcia and
uh
but if you go with Garcia, who plays
Kobasu.
in the middle of the field?
Oh yeah, no. So with in the middle of
We'll
the
get
field,
there.
we'll have Pedri and Frankie back.
Oh,
This game. Yeah,
okay,
we
okay.
have Pedri and
Yeah,
Frankie
that's
back
good.
this
That's good.
game.
That's good.
Frankie has served his match ban, so he should be ready for selection. He just for those who don't know, he was red carded, and he was red carded. I think it was against. It was red carded, but now he's available for selection. And
Okay.
then we have him back, we have Pedri back, we have Olmo available, we have but let's just start, let's build from back going forward, especially for the Barcelona team selection.
I
Uh
think what's his face? Garcia. Garcia first. Is he?
Garcia first, do you want him to play as the
Uh,
right back or the center back?
um, I think left back Balde, right back. I think this. I think again we've had this conversation about Kunde. I don't think Kunde has been in the best of forms this season.
Madrid just scored.
Not just okay. We up. We up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mbappe, right?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. We are. It's probably Mbappe.
Continue.
But I think right back. I think it's Kunde has not been convincing, and I think in some games the manager seems to favor Garcia, and I think in the big games, I have a feeling Garcia starts at right back, and it sticks with Kubasi and Gerard Martin, because I think what Martin brings, though it might not be a wonderful defender yet, but I think what he brings
Mm-hmm.
in that centre back, he brings he brings more pace, more physicality, more ability to win areas, because obviously Kubasi is not the tallest of centre backs,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it brings more dynamism. But I'm a bit surprised Christensen doesn't get more starts at Barcelona centre back, or even
No,
right back. Let's say
he's been
like
struggling with he's been struggling with injuries, Christensen,
no,
but I
but
think
he
he's starting
does
to come back.
but he does play for the national team, because this last international break he started 2 games for the Danish national team. So I think he is fit. I think it's just a
Yeah, it's
I think
just
it's
it's
just a
just
But
choice.
he's been so even at Chelsea he was a very slow centre back. So imagine having gone through the injury that he has gone through and you play high line. I don't think he's suited for that system. What do you guys
But
think? As
he's not
regards defending from the back.
he's not. No, I think he's not, and he is, because I think he reads the game quite well and he's very good at
absolutely does.
passing from the back. He's not I think Kubas is not the quickest either, but he still finds a way to make it work. And I just feel with Kinsey is just, I think he's a top, not top. I think he has the makings. But when you see left backs, center or right backs going into that position and you're on the bench, that is not a good sign for you as a defender in itself. I think Christensen's days at Barcelona are numbered. So
No, absolutely. I think it's also his contract is running down. I
is it?
anticipate, yeah, his contract is running down. He's not gotten the renewal over the line. I think
Yeah.
Barcelona is preparing to offload him because of his injuries and a little bit of his fitness inconsistency. But I think this is a game that he could be starting, especially against this Atletico Madrid team that is very mobile, that is very that you need some kind of experience to go through it. So but if we look based on form, based on fitness, based on everything, maybe he might not start, but I expect him to get some minutes. He played a little bit against Deportivo Alaves this week. and that keeps us, moving. But I think the bigger decision comes in the forward line, given the number of fit players available to Barcelona's Hansi Flick this game. Rashford is back, Rafinha is back, Yamal is back, Ferran is fit, Lewandowski is fit, Daniel Mo is an option. And you literally need to fit these 6 players into only 4 positions. Who do you think make your starting 11?
Torres number 9. I think it will be a bit tough asking Lewandowski to start 3 back-to-back games across competitions. I think Torres goes in the middle, Rashford on the left. Sorry, Torres through the middle, Rafinha on the left, and Yamal through the middle. And Olmo.
Yamal through the middle?
Sorry, Yamal on the right, Rashford on the left, and Torres through the middle as number 9. I think. Sorry, number 10. I'm not sure. Is Femin back or is still out?
No, he's out. I don't think he's going to be fit for that. He has some muscle overload.
Yeah,
almost scored 2 goals. I think he's getting his form back.
Yeah, but also having said that, I won't be surprised if he throws a bit of a surprise and plays a midfield, a flat midfield 3, say De Jong, Garcia, and Pedri, because I know Atletico Madrid are very strong in that midfield position. So I think Barca need to be rigid first and try and
then progress forward.
Yeah, progress from there. Yeah, but again, like just prediction. I think Barca win. Like again,
I think Barca will win.
Barca Atletico. I think it's always safe. It's always safe to bet on Barca to win.
Yeah, for some time now. And then the mentality in Atletico has shifted in recent time. They used to press very, very well. I used to like their pressing, but they have a mentality sometimes. You see, let me give you an example. Today it was Chelsea 0-0. When it was 91st minute, I felt that Girona has scored. Mbappe's goal was disallowed. Now Girona has scored 1-0 right now.
Same.
So even at 92 minutes, you still saw Chelsea trying to press. You saw them. They felt the draw wasn't enough. Yeah. There was a game I watched. I was so disappointed with this guy, the Atletico coach, Simeone. You look at the way he wanted to win the game against Inter. I was impressed how he wanted to win it, even as 1-1. You watch against Real Madrid.
That was risky. It took about the last minute for that to happen.
Yeah, that was the last corner kick. You watch the game against Real Madrid, where they came from behind, and Real Madrid put in Modric, and then instead of him to go for the killer, he retreated and went for the draw. So if this game is 0-0, if Barca is not behind, I think it's always open for Barca to win, because I think Barca have the substitutes or the guys on the bench they can put in, and they could swing the pendulum. I don't think Atletico, he knows how to juggle his bench players with his starting lineup. That is the problem I have with him. So I think he's a Barcelona, but it's going to be a very difficult win. It's going to take everything from Barcelona as regards the next game.
Yeah.
So I think it's a win.
Interestingly, I would like to see Yamal on the right. On the center of the attack, the CM, I would like to see Daniel Mo then, for a lack of better option. I want Rafinha on the left wing, and I want to see Rashford strike for a change. I want Barcelona to leverage Rashford pace, because the 2 center backs in Atletico Madrid are not the fastest pair.
Yeah.
Rashford is also considerably okay with hold-up play. I think Rashford is a more confident finisher than Ferran Torres, and then if the game progresses, even if it's to burn down the clock at the early stages, as the game progresses, I like to see Lewandowski come and kill off that game. That would be my desired starting 11 up front. But again, my prediction, before I do that, I'd like to know, what are your predictions of the game? And also, let's talk a little bit about Atletico Madrid. I just feel like we've been very heavy focused on Barcelona, thanks to the excessive love that the both of you have for the club. But let's talk about Atletico Madrid. They've had
Atletico Madrid is just Atletico Madrid. Making a
Atletico Madrid has been
comparison
having a
of
rich,
They're in good
rich
form.
form,
They're
rich
very,
vein of form,
yeah,
rich
but
vein of
even with
form.
the good form, Simeone blows hot and cold. Like
yeah,
Arsenal beat them like was it 3-0 or 4-0 the other
four,
day?
4-0.
4-0.
Like is
But
they
but if you,
go
but in his defense, look at the same Arsenal almost blew Bayern Munich away 3-1 in his
Yeah,
defense.
but no, but I also think with Simeone is more like
he has the resources.
they didn't start.
Did you see
Yeah,
did you see the right back they had against Inter Milan? I don't know who that is. Like I don't know where he signed him from. I forgot the name. He was dead on arrival. Whoever played that left right back, they have a good goalkeeper that came in for Oblak and did good.
Yeah.
I
okay,
checked his
yeah,
age. He's
all black.
Argentine, but he's good. But
Hmm.
at that stage, I think he's a right back they bought from Atlanta or something like that. I think they
Yeah,
had a player for
I
all
know him, but I struggle to pronounce his name, and I
but
want to be
he
respectful of the
couldn't keep up
pronunciation.
pace. Then maybe the anger I have is Gallagher.
Ruggieri.
We signed,
Hmm.
yeah, we signed Gallagher. I don't understand what he's using him. Is he in the middle of the field?
They're sending
So
it back to England. It's no.
I have problem with his signings and his players. The guy from
Yeah.
Villarreal is not really playing well.
Yeah.
Alex Binia or something like that.
No,
So
Bernard has been doing well.
Well,
Alex Bernard has been
I
doing
know.
well.
Has he?
But
I
yeah,
think it's.
he has been doing well. He's been one of the bright sparks to their creativity. He had some spell injured as well. But the problem is like the way the team is set up. The team is not set up to always control possession and try to be creative in terms of link up play and all of that. But Bernard is one of those. And again, if not for the fact that that position is already occupied and is such a high profile player, Bernard is a player that can come and make a difference. Like it's disrespectful for me to say Bernard should be an available option to say
I thought Barcelona would have bought
yeah,
to sign him. I'm telling you,
yeah,
when I first
yeah,
heard Chuck's
yeah,
start, I thought it was Barcelona
but
bound.
No
yeah,
funds.
but the funds are not there, and also he wants to be a regular starter. Those are the conditions that he wants for his next move. And ideally,
Yeah.
if in my opinion, I actually think he was better suited to go to Real Madrid. I literally was praying for that not to happen because he would.
Wait. Another attacker at Real Madrid.
Yes, he would have. He would have. The guy would literally sit Rodrigo. Sit Rodrigo. Forget about him. He would do a better
Yeah,
job than
but
Montestano
Rodrigo's
right now.
no, no, no,
Montestano.
no, no.
Right now, I'm
But
talking about.
Rodrigo's already sitting.
No, but the truth is this: in Madrid, armory and star power, they
No,
don't
no, no,
have a
no. I
proper
don't.
right winger at the moment. They don't have a proper right winger.
No.
Alex Bernard can do the job for. He's not explosive in pace, but
That's the
he's
problem.
not explosive in pace, but he can ping that pass. He can ping that pass. He can give you that creativity, and
Yeah.
and I think it's part of the reasons why Atletico Madrid has been doing better this second half of the,
Yeah,
of this
and
of
and
this.
let's not forget and Julian Alvarez and also his son that
Yes,
plays on the right wing.
yes, yes.
I think
Uh,
that's
So he works hard a
similarly.
lot.
I think
Yeah.
yes,
that's I think he should be one of the first names on the Argentine national team sheet going into the World Cup. I think
absolutely,
he's
Yeah.
the.
absolutely.
I think in terms of profile, he's the closest that can replicate what Di Maria brought to that team. That pace, that creativity, the running, the intensity. I think he's a top class player in the making. He's a very like I know sometimes some people get accused of nepotism, but I think with him that guy is a top player. He has
No,
See,
no,
everything
no,
you
listen,
need.
no.
I
You
want to
can't
make
even
a
say
bold,
nepotism to
I want to
Simeone.
make a
No,
bold,
he's a very
I
fair
want to make
coach.
a bold claim that is going to divide opinion right now. When I heard you
What's the
guys
first?
talk about McAllister,
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
didn't know much about him. I watched him. I was never convinced. McAllister Gakpo scores goals. But when I heard Simeone's son play, in my mind, I was expecting McAllister to be Simeone's kind of son, the way Simeone's son plays.
Yeah.
So
No,
much,
it's totally
so
different.
much energy, but you see with your eyes what he does on the field. It's difficult to see. They're not playing the same position. Understand what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say?
Yeah, I understand.
But
Hmm.
I
I get what
struggle
you're
to
saying.
see McAllister. He does it. Okay, for his scouts, for example, there are some moves Curtis Jones does in the center of the field that are more
Hmm.
impressed in terms of than McAllister. McAllister
I
might be
know.
a better player, but he's not eye catching. He's not a player where you say, wow. It's difficult for you to explain his style of play to anyone. When I watch, what's his name? Zaza
I think it's
Simeone.
Julian
Giuliani
Simeone.
Simeone.
Julian
Giuliani
Simeone.
Simeone.
You know their mom is Italian. Their mom is
Yeah.
Italian.
Yes,
You know, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Their
yeah.
mom is
And
Italian.
they have
So
a brother, and he has a brother.
Then
Simeone has a
the
son
another
that plays
goalkeeper,
brother.
in.
yeah, the goalkeeper.
No,
They,
No, no,
striker.
no,
A
an
striker.
actual striker that
there's
plays
this
It
in
was
striker.
Serie A as
Giovanni.
well.
I think Giovanni. He was at
Yeah,
Napoli with
Giovanni
Conte.
he was at Napoli. Yeah,
Not
Yeah, I
just
think.
energy, what he brings to that Atletico team, he'll be on my team sheet. Even if he's not starting every game, he's the first player I'm bringing in.
Yeah.
I like him a
I
lot.
think he's a
no,
real difference maker for them, and obviously Alvarez as well. But
Alvarez, Solot has been having a good season. Griezmann, whenever called upon, has
yeah.
contributed with good amount of goals. But I feel like I feel like it's gonna be a tight one. So, what are your
No,
predictions?
it's not 4-1 Barcelona. It's not that game.
No, he's not gonna be 4-1.
I don't expect it. I don't
I go
expect it
for
to be that
3-1.
game.
I go for 3-1
I think
Barcelona win.
Barca. Oh no, okay, no. Okay, no. What? With Barca's defending, I think 4-2. 4-2 safe.
I go for 3-1 Barca win.
4-2.
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be tighter than the both of you call it out. Atletico Madrid is a team that is very dynamic. They learn quickly, and they've been having again. I keep emphasizing on a good run of form. Um, I think Barca's form has been a bit up and down, like heartbeat. But I think that game is probably gonna be 3-2 in favor of Barcelona.
Okay, yeah, interesting. But Kingsley, I have a question for you
Yeah.
regarding Hansi Flick's future at Barcelona. Do you think
He
do you think
doesn't
this
like
time
this
next year?
season.
Do you
He
think this
doesn't
time
like.
next year he's still Barcelona head coach?
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. Yes. I think. I think.
I don't think
No,
I don't
there's
think
no
so.
way. There's no way he's going
I
to be
think
with Barcelona by the
he
end of
walks
the
away.
summer. He
I
walks
think he
away.
walks away.
Did you
I
see the
think he
video
absolutely
of
walks
him
away.
and Rafinha?
Yeah, I saw he looks. I
He
think
looks tapped out. Like
there's.
I don't
I
know
think
the
there's.
reason.
No, but it's what Barcelona like. It's what Barcelona do. What they do to these coaches. Like, even Pep. Like Pep was so burnt out from Barcelona. He took a whole year sabbatical away from the game just to recover because it's. I think Barcelona is one of the toughest jobs in. But the Barcelona job, the Real Madrid job, and the Manchester United job, those are the three toughest jobs at club football. And I think it's starting to take a toll because again, if you see the whole picture with him as head coach, and Barcelona I think he's done really well to hide some of Barcelona's issues behind good coaching and good attacking
Yeah,
coaching.
right. Yeah, right. Because Bayern hasn't
I
won any
think
Champions League in a while now, but they still celebrate their coaches.
yeah,
It's not as
no,
hot as Bayern.
I think coaches at Barcelona are not appreciated at all. Like even like the way Barcelona fans talk about Xavi Hernandez is wild to me. Like that's so even like even Pep, you don't see Pep doesn't have that affinity to Barcelona anymore that you expect him to have. There's no, it's not. I think like he speaks about Barcelona with fondness, but he doesn't miss the job. Like it's not even thinking of even because like his contract is running out. Okay, could he go back? Like I think it's a big no. He's never going back to Barcelona as head coach because he doesn't
Yeah,
want to
but
be
if
there.
you even see the way they talk about him in Bayern, in Germany, you'll be thinking he was more successful in Germany more than he was Barcelona. But he was way more successful I get what you are trying to say
Yeah.
in Barcelona
Yeah,
than he was at
no.
Bayern.
That while I agree with all of you, I still stand on to say Hansi Flick is going to be Barca's head coach come the start of next season, and
Is that
maybe
we hope? Is that we hope
no,
rather
no,
than
no,
expectation?
not with hope, not with hope. I strongly believe Barca's season is still bubbling. It's gonna take a positive tone. I told you guys this same conversation sometime last year when at about this time even we were in a more precarious position this time last year.
Yeah.
And I said Barcelona's season is still gonna end in a lot of joy, which it did, beat the Champions League. I feel like that is going to happen for Hansi Flick. And then after the World Cup, after that pressure out of the team, after everything back on international team, he's going to do one more year and that's it. Barcelona can start looking forward to something else. That's my prediction.
Good.
And
Interesting.
hopefully the financial
We'll watch.
turnaround after World Cup after this season will also give him some ability to go in and sign some players. But I think we will get proper indication with this Windows market. For some reason, I just don't want Barca to fall too far further away in the title challenge. I don't want Barcelona to fall too further away in the title challenge come January, but I don't want all our cracks to be covered. so that we can go into the market and look for a proper center back and be able to compete in Europe. I think we'll be just fine in Spain. I think Barcelona would find a way to grind results and keep performance going. But I think to compete against the bigger boys, the Bayern, the Real Madrid, the I mean the host of Premier League contestants for the Champions League right now. I think you guys have 6 or 7 of them.
That's
Um,
it.
uh,
That's it. That's it. That's it.
no, I'm just saying it. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
it.
no, 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 no. No, no,
It's
no,
pretty
no,
much.
no. That's it. That's it. That's it. There's
I
a
think
tone. There's a tone.
I
You
think
you said that you said that's a very condescending tone, and you know it. That's it.
oh, okay. I hold my hands up, but you understand. I mean,
Okay. No,
one country has six
I
representatives,
respect it.
but we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
because they deserve it. They won it on the pitch.
Absolutely, I never contested that. I'm just telling you the reality. However, how you got there, I'm not like the reality
Okay.
today is Chelsea is world champion. How we got there, we don't know, but that's the reality. And
Go
same
and
thing
get
applies.
go and win yours. It's not hard. Go and win yours.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
there,
So.
go there in Donald Trump's country and win yours. It's not hard. Go and win yours.
Absolutely. So those are some of the things that I think would tip Hansi Flick to stay and deep down as a Barca fan. I don't care about the criticism. I don't care about the whole consistent every week bashing of Highline. I rather watch Hansi Flick go for a trophy, go for a match the way he does than watch the appalling game from Arsenal today against Chelsea. But I think keeping that on a wrap. That makes it up for our prediction of the big fixtures in match day 15, La Liga build up. And just before we zip it up, Chica, Frank, is there anything you want to say to our amazing supporters, our fans, those who have been very interactive in our chat sessions and those who appreciate what we
Shout them
do
out.
so far?
Shout them out. Shout them out. Shout them out. They've been very busy this past week. I think some of them enjoyed the Chelsea victory against Barcelona. So yeah. So thanks for that. Thanks for that support. This Chelsea Barcelona victory, I'm milking it for the entire season.
For one group stage victory, it's not like you knock them out of the final. You knock them out. It's group game.
No.
The group game
No.
there's no return leg. It's just one leg.
You're looking at it wrong. Because after Chelsea won the Club World Cup in the summer, a lot of people, but who did they beat? Who did they beat? You know what? We've beaten the Champions League winners now. We've beaten the current Premier League champions, Liverpool. We've beaten the Spanish champions, Barcelona. We're playing the Italian champions in a few weeks. Watch out.
Okay. And for me, my response is I want to see after match day 8, who stays on top of that table. Is it Chelsea
We'll
above
see.
Barcelona or
We'll see.
Barcelona
We'll
above
see.
Chelsea? I think that's where
I'll
the
say no.
conversation
I'll say it now. I'll say it now. Chelsea are going further in the Champions League than Barcelona this season.
Time will tell.
If we both get to the final, Chelsea are winning it.
Okay, interesting. Time will tell. But again, I'll keep it very simple. Come the end of January or mid-January, we're going to see the end of the Champions League group phase. I'd like to see who makes it into the top 8. I'd like to see if Chelsea is going to be ahead of Barcelona. I mean, there's still 9 points to go for, and that will tell us where we are in a heartbeat. But before we zip it up again for this edition, Chika, any word?
I love our fans. We love them. That's all I have to say.
Love them. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Much love and appreciation.
Thanks again for sticking it out with Football Exponential Show. I can assure you guys that we're working on a very huge collaboration coming in December. Stay glued and we will be having another friendly face to comment with us. But until then, continue to like, subscribe, and smash the share button as you share with your community. Take care, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.